I heard that boy say out his mouth. First name he asked for was D-Thing, Dirk's brother. Come on.
Yo, face. Show your face, please. With Dirk on top.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at HookahAnonymous_. We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at HookahAnonymous_. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers. So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. Now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, as y'all know, tomorrow, October 10, 2023, is when the trial starts for the O Block members who are allegedly involved in the murder of FBG Duck. As it's beginning to kick off soon, Mama Duck has done a no-jumper interview with Adam 22, where she dropped a lot of bombs detailing a few information that we the public didn't know that transpired behind the scenes of the Duck case. As y'all know, Mama Duck being Duck's mother, she'll get all the first-hand information, so it's a lot of things she already knows, whether she chooses to publicly say it or not. Now, I'm sure she knows who's involved and what's going on. I'm sure she knows the motives. I'm sure she knows who's cooperating, the whole 9 yards. Now, we all know that Chicago is very, very small, and we know that a lot of these guys who are into it with each other, at some point in time, were either cool with each other or have family members who know each other or grew up with each other some way, somehow. In this interview, Mama Duck dropped a lot of bombs on us, a lot of gems, a lot of key things that we didn't know, not only confirming that Duck's death was over a female, but also confirmed that she believes D-Thing had something to do with it, and confirmed that her sister, which will be FBG Duck's aunt, used to do D-Thing's hair. Now, for y'all that don't know who D-Thing is, that's Lil Durk's brother. And let's make it clear, no one ever said 100% that D-Thing had anything to do with it, but his name was mentioned in the paperwork as the one that was contacted by the person who dropped FBG Duck's location, in which he was eager to speak to him for whatever reason it was. So y'all take that for what it's worth. And, you know, for the guys in the back, no, I'm not saying that FBG Duck was killed over a female, but the motive behind the person dropping FBG Duck's location was solely over a female. Now, FBG Duck and O Block's relationship, it's not much to say about that. Y'all pretty much know what's going on when it comes to that whole rival thing, whatever the case may be. So, if it does come out that D-Thing is the one that okayed the hit on Duck, allegedly, after his location was dropped by THF Teezy that seen him in the Gold Coast, then that would be messed up for a lot of reasons, because how Mama Duck is kicking it, like they actually has some type of relationship with D-Thing, or at least his aunt did. Now, I understand they on both two sides of the spectrum. However, in the streets, it's usually some type of moral code, you know, involved when things hit that close to home. But then again, you do have some guys that really just don't care. But anyway, I want to go over a few key pieces of information that Mama Duck has told us in her recent interview, as I feel is prevalent, being that the trial does start tomorrow. So these are a few things that we should be looking forward to anyway. And remember, y'all, that it's trial. So there'll be a lot of new evidence and a lot of new details presented that we may have never knew about. Don't be surprised if the surveillance video is finally released. Don't be surprised if new cooperators come out the woodworks. Just don't be surprised, period. Because at trial, especially with the feds, they always manage to bring up something new at trial to get their convictions. And y'all know they have a conviction rate of anywhere from 98 to 99%. And when you blow trial, there's no taking the sentencing back, no plea agreements now, none of that. So it is what it is. Now, another interesting tidbit that Mama Duck has revealed, she mentioned something very interesting that none of us knew until she just said it recently. She mentioned that prior to Duck passing, he was in contact with Jay Prince about getting out of his current deal at the time. Now, a contract that Duck thought he had with Sony Music label, but it wasn't. Instead, it was a furnishing deal that Clout Boys Inc. got solely because of FBG Duck. And for y'all that don't know what a furnishing deal is, it's not a major deal, but instead, Clout Boys would invest the money or equipment or whatever it is needed to get FBG Duck hot enough to start shopping him to bigger labels. That's all that really is. And now it makes sense when his manager at the time, who was also FBG Young's father, said they was doing all of this and that for Duck. But the whole time, if they had this furnishing deal because of Duck, like Mama Duck said, then it wasn't like they was looking out for Duck. It's what they were supposed to do, being that they had a quote-unquote furnishing deal. And judging from what Mama Duck had to say, he didn't even know what type of deal that he had. I guess after he found everything out, that's when she mentions in the beginning of the interview that he wasn't messing with a lot of the guys. He cut people off. And remember the rumor spread that he wasn't as cool with some of the guys that we all thought he was? Well, Mama Duck confirmed that he was in the process of cutting people off before he passed away. Even Billionaire Black said during the interview that he was trying to encourage Duck to leave Chicago and come where he was at because Duck wanted to get away. So it seemed like it was just a lot going on prior to Duck passing. Y'all know he tried to start his own YouTube and stuff. It's a lot that was going on, right? Now, Adam asked her if she believed that Duck was allegedly killed over a girl, and Mama Duck responded that it's not alleged that he was killed over a girl, but it was 100% that Duck was killed over a female, and she's seen a video proving it. Now, this is the same girl that Duck happened to mess with 2 years prior to him being killed, and she says that THFTZ didn't mess with her in 10 years. So honestly, he probably just used the girl as an excuse for doing what he did, because how can you really be mad at someone for messing with a girl that you haven't messed with in 10 years? Something don't sound right, unless he was just downright envious, downright jealous, or whatever. I'm unsure what video Mama Duck is referring to, but once again, she is the first person to get firsthand information, and this is part of the information and everything that should be coming out in trial when Duck's case begins. Now, she also said that the kid that dropped Duck's location was secretly recorded by security as well, asking for D-Thing, and this is not including the text message that we seen where he was also asking for D-Thing as well. Now, first and foremost, rest in peace to D-Thing. Do it mean that D-Thing put the hit out on Duck? No. Do it mean that D-Thing was involved in the whole situation with Duck? No. But it does seem suspect, and the whole point of trial is trying to convince the jury that no foul play was going on. So, it's going to be hard, because they're going to be wondering why he was trying to get in contact with D-Thing so bad after dropping this man's location. Specifically D-Thing. It could have been anybody else. Why were you trying to get in contact with D-Thing? And they're going to have to prove that. So like I said, it's not a matter of D-Thing having involvement with it, but they're going to have to prove it, unless the feds already have what they have and know what they know. And D-Thing is not here to represent himself or defend himself, like I said. Only TZ would know why he was trying to get in contact with D-Thing for whatever reason. And I guess it shall be revealed when trial comes. Now, also, y'all, before I get out of here, let me just go back to the J Prince thing as well, right? Maybe it's just a coincidence, and I'm gonna leave that there. But maybe it's a coincidence that both FBG Cash and FBG Duck was somehow linked to J Prince and them prior to losing their lives. I'm not making no assumptions, I'm not making no insinuations, but we already know that there's been a lot of speculation about J Prince Jr. and them over there, with a lot of suspect things going on, especially in their hometown. And it's just mighty funny how both FBG Cash and Duck was somehow linked to these people right before they passed as well. I find it kind of crazy. That's just me, thinking out loud. And if you pay attention to how Mama Duck said that when she brought it up, I don't know if she was alluding to anything, but to me, she said it in like a weary way, right? Who knows? But that's pretty much it, man. I think Mama Duck knows a lot. I guess legally she can't really reveal because it's an ongoing case, so she can't really say too much. But with trial starting tomorrow, I'm sure a lot will be exposed and a lot of people's questions will be answered. But until then, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping. And I'm out.